Livia!
Hey, Kev, how you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm glad you're here because you know what? I want to give you a tour of the Grassa Grama warehouse.
This is the warehouse where all the stuff is stored?
This is where everything is stored. Every spectacular things happen in this warehouse, Livia.
Show me more.
I'm going to show you more, and I'm going to show all of our peeps more. So this is the second episode of Louisvittles, okay? And for those of you who don't know what Vittles is, who watched Beverly Hillbillies? Remember Granny used to make victuals, and Jethro would say, "Hey, Granny, what kind of victuals you cooking up?" And Granny would give her little, do her little routine about the possum and whatever. So we have adopted the Louisvittles name because it kind of makes sense, Louisvittles, and that's going to be the name of this little program, which may or may not happen every week. But the idea is there and the plan's there, but you know how that goes. So this is the Grassa Grama warehouse. I can't tell you where it is because it's filled with so much fabulousness that I would be concerned about security issues. Right? No, not really, but. And I'm going to give you a tour instead of the inside of Grassa Grama. I'm going to show you what's going in Grassa Grama. Okay, because it's pretty cool. And I've spent, if you follow any of my feeds, I have spent probably 6 months traveling all over the continental United States, picking up things for Grassa Grama. So this is where it is all stored, or most all of it's stored. So come this way, Livy and friends. Okay, so this is the warehouse. And what you will see in the Grassa Grama warehouse is all kinds of furniture and actual wood beams, light fixtures, and many, many things that we will be putting into Grassa Grama. So right here you see Italian light fixtures, and those are in need of...
I think you need to stay in there for size.
Yeah, these are, they're very big. This is one arm, and obviously these have some problems, but most of them, Olivia, if you can get in here, you can see that, ouch. And this is why they're all broken, because I can't.
Let me get on this side.
If you get here, you can kind of see that many of them are already in good shape. But so they've been recruited to come join the Grassa Grama family over the past 6 months. See, it needs a little help.
Let's see it.
It actually needs a lot of help, but they're old. Fortunately, they've marked it B because we want to know that the one hole here that's missing one is B. Okay, so enough about that. So moving along, you will see all kinds of doors, the shutters that go on building and the piazza. I think you may remember that we are designing much of the restaurant like the Italian, sort of Gothic church mafia sort of theme. So I spent a lot of time collecting chairs that sort of represent cathedrals and churches and things like that. And a lot of what you see covered, I'm not ready to show you yet. So we covered up a lot of things, but this is a lot of stuff. So here's something that's really cool that I am going to show you because we're still in the process of trying to figure out how this is going to work. And I want you to know and be very real and be very assured that I have managed to piss off every plumber, electrician, and contractor in the city of Louisville because of things like this. These are the men's urinals. Okay, look. See, this is kind of where you do your. This is kind of where you'll, have your moments right here in the men's bathroom. I was in Palm Beach doing a pickup, and all these chairs back here came from Mar-a-Lago because they were renovating, and so I got all these chairs that match. For one of the dining rooms at Grassa Grama, so they're amazing. So Libby, these just came in, and these are kind of cool. Check out these dining chairs. We just had them all recovered. So this is the first set that has been returned to us. They're all Italian. So here's an example of one.
Take a seat, test it out, test it out.
It's got a really great bottom part. The back is a little short, but it's not uncomfortable. Each area of seating has a different type of furniture. And we did that, of course, because everything is very old and I can only get so many chairs of each piece. So this is really cool. This is my light station. where all the light fixtures have been redone, and these are globes for some of the chandeliers. These came out of an old cathedral. I picked them up in Pittsburgh, but I don't think they came out of Pittsburgh. These came out of, these are Italian, and they came out of a castle in Italy, and I think I have 8 of those. And my pants are falling down, so I'm gonna deal with that. This is one of my favorite pieces that I've collected, and it's this hall bench here, which will go on our entry hall. These are Italian books that were very difficult to get in, and they're not books you would actually want to read. For example, this is by Bromfield, and it's called La Grande Piaggia, and I don't know what that means. I think it means maybe it means the big page, or Piaggia. Anyway, I'll just give
us a sentence. Oh, yes.
Pretty entertaining.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, lots of thought.
Yeah, really thought going
but
into
anyway,
that one.
what the thought is getting them here. That wasn't thoughtful because they weigh a lot. Livy, do you have any questions for our viewers of this episode of Louisvittles?
Well, I think the loaded question that people keep wanting is, when are we opening?
We're shooting for 6 weeks.
6 weeks?
Yeah,
That's a lot to get in the restaurant in 6 weeks.
Well, you know what? I'm called the miracle worker.
The miracle worker.
Yeah.
Wow.
So here's what everybody's going to love. After Grassa opens, and I don't use a lot of this stuff, we're going to have a yard sale. I mean, a big yard sale. Hello. Okay, so here's what's going on. That's Italian marble that we broke. So I thought it'd be kind of cool to just, I don't know, sit on it. I don't know why, but here's what's going on this week, just so you know. And for those of you who lasted through the whole video, this week's 10 Buck Tuesday, which happens Tuesday night at Village Anchor, is in the Sea Hag only from 5 o'clock until I think 9 or 10 o'clock. But a little tip, if you get there a little early, like a few minutes or 5, I think that probably will seat you, which is good since there's usually like an hour wait. Anyway, I wasn't supposed to say that part, but it's true. You can do that. And then Wind Down Wednesday, don't forget that, now that it's getting a little cooler out, it's not really cooler, but it's supposed to get cooler because typically in September it gets cooler. But anyway, Wind Down Wednesday, half-price wine by the bottle for lunch and dinner. And because Livy didn't give me the right detail, I can't tell you what that wine is that we're tasting, but on Wednesday nights we taste 3 really great bottles of wine, but Livy didn't do her job, so sorry, Liv. I can't tell you what that is, but that's okay, because she does a lot of other things really good. That's just not one of them. So second, so Wine Down Wednesday nights, wine by the bottle, free, complimentary, I can't say free because that's illegal. I can say complimentary, whatever, you figure it out. And then, let's see. Also, I want to remind you that Lemoo's birthday promotion, which you probably are familiar with, but remember that your guest, the birthday guest, gets their age in dollars discounted from the cost of their entree. So, like my mother, who recently got removed from the cost of her entree. And my dad, whose birthday last year decided to get a salad. So he totally blew the entire promotion because he got a salad that was like $18, and he's considerably older than that. So, but he could have gotten a steak, whatever. That's Dad. And then, so I want to remind you about that. You have to have 4 people in your party, and then there's a couple other things going on. You can see all that on the website. But basically, 4 people in your party, and the birthday person gets their age off of their steak. Every night of the week, it doesn't matter. Just call the restaurant at 502-458-8888 and make a reservation. We all know somebody who's having a birthday, and you all know somebody who wants to eat at Lemoo, I'm sure. If you don't know somebody, call me, because I know a lot of people. And then the last thing is a drag show. So drag, as you know, Lemoo's drag show brunch on Sunday at, Liv, help me, times?
11 and 1:30.
11 and 1:30. It's sold out every week. It's sold out about 4 to 6 weeks in advance. But occasionally there are seats that open. People cancel. But make your reservation. That is really one of the funnest brunches. What is the funnest brunch in the city, I can safely say. But it's probably one of the most entertaining brunches that you'll ever go to. These gals, I haven't figured that out if I should call them gal or gal. I probably should know that. I probably just said something politically correct, but I don't know. Come in from different places, and they're really, really entertaining and very fun. So you should really try to make that show. It's a perfect place for a party. It's a brunch. It's a buffet brunch, and it's really great. The chefs at Le Mou do a really great job executing that. But I think it's like $30. Is that what the price is, Liv? Do you know?
30.
I think it's $30, and a lot of fun. So you should really try to go to that. So I think that I have dragged this out longer than I'm supposed to. But that's this week's Louisvittles. If you need Village Anchor, 502-708-1850, and Lemieux, 502-458-8888. Grassa Grama does not have a phone number yet, or I give you that. Picnic, just so you know, as we go into the fall, Picnic storefront is actually closed as of today, but catering is still happening. So if you're a Picnic catering customer, then please continue to enjoy that. But the storefront is not serving right now, and I apologize for that if that's any inconvenience, but that's just the time that it is. And have a great Monday, an even better week, and a really fabulous weekend. Bye.